One big thing from yesterday that the Rapsodo picked up. All right, so you only throw a fastball, you don't throw a cutter. However, on here, you see that 2 cutters did register. All right, and so looking into the data on what kind of trend or what cause was it when you were cutting the ball. And so for an inadvertent cutter, all right, I'll show you on the baseball here. When you're releasing it, your finger should be behind the ball on a fastball, okay? So this is behind the ball. You would get this kind of spin on it going, if the catcher's the TV. So, kind of a 3/4 slot here, you're gonna get this spin on it going in, okay? Now, if you're cutting the ball inadvertently, one of 2 things is going on, all right? Either instead of being here releasing it, your hand's a little bit more rotated out. So now when you release it, the ball's going to be spinning like this, going towards the catcher. All right. The other thing that could cause it, and this is why I threw a cutter back when I played instead of a fastball. All right. So for a fastball, normal 4-seam grip, it's going to be on top here, and then that thumb, unless you're a thumb tuck, the thumb is going to be under that middle finger. Okay. Where my issue was naturally I'm here. And so when I release it, the ball is going to cut as well. So for me, because the majority of my fastballs were cutting, we just turned it into a cutter and shaped it for that. All right. But that's not the issue that you've got. You're just releasing it out here as opposed to being behind it. So it's a very slight difference. Without the baseball, so you can see it going forward. Okay. Fastball's here or here. You're rotated more this way. And so that's what's putting that cut spin on it. All right. So if we look at it as well, the trend was, all right, so here's your 2, the blue are the 2 that registers as a cutter, and the red are the fastball. All right. So here's your average. All right. The dark black line is going to be basically where your body is. All right. And this is how far away from your body it is. All right. So when you were closer in, release point, all right, so if we're talking release point, then coming towards you, all right, we're talking out here, okay? So when you're here, you're staying behind the ball. When you're getting out here more, that's where you're cutting it here. So here's the difference. From here to here, okay? And that's what we're seeing here. And so we can go over here and look at actually specific pitches, okay? So our side is going to be your release side. So, for example, this fastball was 1 foot 5 inches to your right. Okay, because you're actually, yeah. All right. So, if we let's look at this pitch. Okay. And let's pause it. Let me rewind it. All right, and we were working a lot with your release points yesterday, but you could see right there how you were behind the ball. So you're here with it, and your fingers are staying behind it, okay? Actually, you got slightly under it, which was going to cause it to go up, but you're still fairly good behind it. All right, so now let's look at the trend, all right? So that was 1-5, okay? Blue's going to be your cutter, okay? So I'm going to stand in the middle so you can see both. All right, so the blue's going to be the cutter, or it's going to tell you over here. All right, 1.7, so that's 1 foot 7 inches to your right when you released it, registered as a cutter. All right, let's go ahead and watch that one. I believe this one missed the strike zone by quite a bit. Let's see. Yep, off to the right. Okay, so pause it. And right there, you can see the difference. You're out here more and not behind it. Okay, so you're here. That would have been a fastball. There's your cutter. Okay. All right. So let's get out of that one. All right. So now if I scroll back down, the other cutter that you threw right here, 1.9. So you're even further away from your body. We can watch that one as well. This one had a side view on it, so we're not going to be able to pick that up as much. Yeah, we might not be able to see. Oh, maybe. Yeah, with the way the fence is there, that's kind of hard to see. But there's your pointer finger, there's your middle finger. You're here instead of there. Okay. All right. Now, if we look at some of the other pitches here that didn't get data, okay, we can see that they're either way in or way out. So a lot of them, but you like this one up here, right? Fastball 1-7. It was too far out of the zone to pick up. Could have been a cutter. We don't know. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, off to the side. I bet you did probably cut that a little bit. Actually, on that one, no. On that one, see how far under the ball you are there, okay? Your wrist isn't flexed back that much. You're just here under it. All right, let's go one more frame forward. Yeah, so you're not cutting it there. You're just under it and releasing it early. You kind of pushed it off to the side. All right, but what I think the best thing to work on is just finding a consistent elbow release point, like here versus here, right? We were talking about yesterday, you're releasing it really early anyway. If we can get more out in front with it, so as far as the release height goes, right, you're kind of letting go up here. I'd rather you letting go out here. That's something to work on, but also that wrist angle, right? Making sure you're here for the fastball as opposed to sliding out to the side of the ball.